grew up with the great freedom of the countryside. Their high-ceilinged house was surrounded by land smelling of dry hay and earth. The home revolved around the grandparents, Olga and Juan, while the parents worked daily. One sunny morning, inspired by Tarzan, John decided his only goal was to build a treehouse. He ran to the old, rusty shed that smelled of motor oil and damp wood. He gathered his tools, a rusty saw, a wooden-handled hammer, and a thick skein of yellowish rope. As John went into the woods to find thick, straight branches, Leo, Grandma Olga, and the dog's boot, a striped sausage dog, and Nicky, the black-mantled dog, watched from the porch. The grandmother smiled, amused by his stubbornness. John returned with a considerable pile of wood. He quickly joined the pieces and began nailing the floor, which, despite his enthusiasm, was crooked and unstable. Next was the elevation challenge. He threw the rope over a high branch of an old oak. Managing to hoist the platform about 10 feet high, he tied it with improvised knots that looked firm. He climbed up, full of pride, and stepped onto the structure, feeling like the owner of his new jungle lair. But the moment John placed his foot on the platform, there was a sharp, dry creak, followed by the fatal snap of the rope. John fell violently to the ground with the planks of his shattered dream. The ground cushioned the impact, but the pain struck like lightning, a long, black, rusty nail, sticking out of one of the boards, had pierced his foot from side to side. John screamed, a heartbreaking cry that cut the afternoon silence and alerted Grandma Olga. Sweaty and tearful, John told his grandmother what happened. Olga ran and lifted him with surprising strength, carrying him to the kitchen. With the calmness of someone experienced in the country, she got to work. She first rubbed a large piece of bow soap to disinfect the wound, then applied the potent bulldog antiseptic, whose sting made John cry out again. After firmly cleaning and bandaging his foot, Grandma Olga looked at him with the severity she used when necessary. I told you not to, John. And you went, you did it, and now what happened? You hurt yourself. I hope next time you start listening to me. John, with his throbbing foot and heavy guilt, could only whisper, I wanted to be like Tarzan in my treehouse. Faced with that simple, painful confession, Grandma Olga's sternness broke. She let out a sweet, affectionate laugh, bending down to kiss him on the forehead. She left John sitting with his big lesson of the day, and, with the soft swish of her skirt, got up to prepare dinner for the family.